Israel has a right to defend itself, without any question.
The President and I take very seriously our commitment to Israel and to the people of Israel, to support them, and in particular to give Israel what it needs to defend itself.
And as long as I'm a United States Senator, I will do everything in my power to ensure broad and bipartisan support for Israel's security and right to self-defense. It is why I support full funding for Israel, including for the Arrow, David Sling, and the Iron Dome missile defense systems, which save lives.
This is Kamala Harris, the VP of the United States, now endorsed by U.S. President Joe Biden as the Democratic presidential candidate. She has been vocal about her support for Israel since October 7th, sometimes without fact-checking allegations.
We can't deny the significance of vicious, brutal attack that caused the death of 1,200 innocent people, a lot of them young people who were just attending a concert. Women who were brutally assaulted and raped. And again, as someone who spent a lot of my career focused on those kinds of crimes, the horror of it. And all of that to also then say Israel has a right to defend itself.
As Vice President, Harris has aligned with Biden's stance on the ongoing Israeli onslaught on Palestine's Gaza. But days into her campaign for the U.S. presidency, she has not yet detailed her Palestine policy. Some took to social media to question her absence during Israeli PM Netanyahu's speech to U.S. Congress on July 24th, wondering whether she will chart a different course from Biden's.
Part of me feels like she's going so hard as a way to kind of balance out a potential policy shift away from a Joseph Biden era policy towards the occupation.
Others argue that Harris's stance on Israel has been consistently clear, bolstered by her long-lasting connections to Israeli interest groups. After Biden dropped out of the presidential race, Harris raised over $120 million, according to her team. And among the donors, Jewish lobby groups such as Democratic Majority for Israel, J Street, and the Jewish Democratic Council of America stand out. Additionally, Harris maintains ties with the U.S.'s most powerful Israeli lobby, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, AIPAC, and delivered a speech at their annual conference in 2017, shortly after becoming a U.S. Senator.
Good morning, AIPAC. Good morning. What an honor.
She highlighted that one of her initial actions in office was the introduction of a resolution opposing UN Security Council condemnation of Israel.
I believe the bonds between the United States and Israel are unbreakable, and we can never let anyone drive a wedge between us.
Will Kamala Harris prove herself to be yet another U.S. presidential candidate pledging full support for Israel?